Hello students, and welcome to the CompTIA Tech Plus exam course brought to you by Third Level Technology. I am your instructor, Jim Herby. In this episode, we're going to continue in Module 3 in the exam objectives and discuss Section 3.3, Software Use Cases. Let's begin.
We're going to begin our discussion about different software types by discussing productivity software. Productivity software are applications and software that we use to produce data in some type of output format. Productivity software commonly comes in groupings of several different types of applications known as a software suite. These will be several applications that will be produced by the same vendor that will allow us to group all of these different applications into one installation for our users on their computer devices. Some common software suites that you will see include Microsoft Office, Google's G Suite and Classroom, and Apple's iWork. There are several common types of software that you will find in productivity software suites. The first type of software is word processing. Word processing software are applications that allow a user to input typed text to create some type of text-based document. Some common word processing software that you will see include Microsoft Word, Google Docs, and Apple Pages. We use word processing to create documents such as essays, school assignments, business-related documents, including policies and procedures. With word processing, we have the ability to format our text input into paragraphs, pages, and other types of configurations that you will see within each word processing program. The next productivity software is presentation software. Presentation software allows a user to display data and information in visual ways. With presentation software, we can use text, pictures, images, sound, and video within our final output. Presentation software is used to create visual slideshows, charts, and graphical displays. Some popular presentation software that you will see include Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides, and Apple Keynote. The next productivity software type we're going to discuss are spreadsheets. Spreadsheet software are applications that allow us to organize and store data in table form. Within a spreadsheet, you will have individual boxes that are called cells. We can input text and numerical data. Spreadsheet software also uses a feature called formulas. We also sometimes call these functions. And formulas are ways that we can create different types of mathematical expressions or other types of ways to organize our data, including alphabetically, numerically, and other types. Within your spreadsheets, you will have two different configurations, rows and columns. Rows will be horizontal displays of cell data. Columns will be vertical alignment of different cell data. Some popular spreadsheet software types include Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, and Apple Numbers. The next productivity software type is visual diagramming. Visual diagramming is software that allows users to create detailed displays for things such as graphical output, flowcharts, and blueprints. Visual diagramming software allows us to incorporate collaboration. Collaboration is where we can have multiple users that have the ability to view and edit the files that we create in the software. Visual diagramming software is frequently cloud-based. This allows our users in remote locations to access their different visual diagramming projects. Some common visual diagramming software you will see include Microsoft Visio, Lucidchart, and SmartDraw. The last type of productivity software we're going to discuss are web browsers. Web browsers are software applications that we download to allow our users to view and access data on the internet. Web browsers are going to be a common feature on all of your different device types. We use web browsers on our desktop PCs, laptops, tablets, and mobile smartphones. Some popular web browsers that you will see include Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and Apple Safari. One key feature of a web browser are search engines. Search engines are websites that allow users to enter in keywords and different terms that allow the user to return different websites that match the search criteria that a user enters. Now we're going to transition, and in the second half of this episode, we're going to discuss several software types that we use for business environments and for collaboration. Collaboration software is any type of application that allows multiple users to interact either in an audio or video format or to have access to the same type of application. The first type of collaboration software we're going to discuss are email clients. Email is a software program that we use to allow our network users to access, retrieve, and download electronic mail messages. Email clients are organized in mailboxes. Mailboxes are the way that we can organize and structure our email software to store and receive our email messages. Some popular email client services you will see include Google's Gmail, Microsoft Outlook, Apple Mail, and Yahoo Mail. We use email clients with certain types of email protocols. We use email protocols such as POP3, Post Office Protocol 3, and IMAP, the Internet Message Access Protocol, to access certain types of email messages from a server. We also use SMTP, the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, for sending our email messages across the network. Another type of collaborative software is conferencing software. Conferencing software became very popular during COVID. It was a type of software application that became popular because it allowed multiple users to work in an audio and video format. Conferencing software allows users to create live presentations. We call these webinars. And this allows a single user to act as a host. As the host, we can invite other users to participate in our webinar presentations. Conferencing software uses a feature called multicasting. This is where one user can send information through a webinar presentation to multiple users that are participating in the session. Conferencing software is something that now is becoming integrated in many of your computer devices. Some popular conferencing software include Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Another type of collaboration software is instant messaging. Instant messaging is software that allows multiple users to communicate in real time using text-based communications. With instant messaging, we have the ability to create what's called a peer-to-peer connection. This is where we can have a live chat session within the IM software so that our users can communicate from remote locations. When using instant messaging software, it is a best practice to make sure that you are avoiding the use of slang and acronyms. In IT, many times you will be dealing with users that don't have the knowledge and experience in information technology that we do. So we should avoid using acronyms and slang that are commonly used by IT professionals. Next, we're going to discuss file sharing software. This is a type of software that can be used both in business environments as well as in collaborative environments. File sharing is when we allow our users to distribute things such as computer program files, document files, and multimedia files to authorized users on our network. With file sharing, we will have what are called permission levels. We've discussed these previously. Permission levels are going to be the different types of access that individual users will have to different types of file folders and directories. In addition to having network file sharing, we also can use file sharing with removable storage. USB flash drives and optical disks are common ways that we can share files amongst multiple users by sharing the flash drive or the optical disk between different individuals. You also want to be aware of public domain and private domain. Public domain are going to be any computer files that can be shared with anyone that has an internet connection. Private domains will be files that are going to be native to a specific business or organization. To access a private domain, each user must produce a username and password to authenticate themselves to the network. Next, we're going to discuss database software. Database software is a type of application that allows us to store data and retrieve certain types of information through what are called queries. Queries are user requests to the database to return specific data and information that matches the search terms, keywords, and criteria. The most common database programming language that we use is SQL, SQL. This stands for Structured Query Language. And SQL is the programming language we use to create data tables, as well as the ability to format a graphical user interface. The graphical user interface will be how our users interact with the database, giving us the ability to enter in search terms, create data records, as well as to return the results from our queries. And lastly, we're going to discuss project management software. Project manager software are applications that we use to allow our users to create schedules, business plans, and tracking of data. With project management, we can allow our users to track certain types of deliveries. If we have any type of logistical component to our business that involves the shipping and receiving of goods, project management software allows us to do delivery tracking. Project management software also allows us to create certain types of schedules. We can create calendars of meetings, as well as certain types of updating of applications, patching, or any other things we want to do to improve the performance of our network. With project management software, our administrators can assign specific types of work tasks and files to individual users to perform their basic job duties and functions.
That will conclude our discussion of Section 3.3 Software Use Cases. In our next episode, we'll continue in Module 3 and discuss Section 3.4 and discuss web browsers. We thank you again for following along in the episodes and the course, and wish you best luck in your studies. Enjoy the rest of your day.